EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their now 36-year-old quarterback who's in his 14th NFL season, the former MVP, Matt Ryan.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Let's go!
On first down, Ryan. And that'll be caught by Tony. Oh, good move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ryan. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's second and 8. Tannehill now to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Yeah, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. On first down, Tannehill eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A dump off to Elliott. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. 4th and short, had your offense out there. That one stings.
And you know something? Your options change dramatically. Not only is it tougher to go for it, but what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Cheetah Luzier with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Raiders take
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. On third down, Robinson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to, at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Ryan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Raiders have taken the early lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we'll leave it. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Chidobe-Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. On first down, it's Robinson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run here with Robinson. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run. Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. James Robinson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out right at the 35. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. it go deep for Beckham. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On first down, Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The give is to Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Ryan's throw taken in by Ridley here.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
Robinson's got it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ryan will throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Tannehill on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Tannehill's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Tannehill throwing again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 50. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Tannehill. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. the gun, Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. Out right to Bourne. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action. Ryan. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action now. Ryan. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Was looking for Ridley again, and that'll bring up second down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. They'll try the left side. Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Here's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Raiders! Dawson Knox with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Elliott a first down and more. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6.
Ezekiel Elliott, a guy who considers himself underrated, has told his detractors to put some respect on his name Hard not to respect her.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Robinson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Ryan. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. To throw again is Ryan. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And it's caught. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the 1st.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now Ryan. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On second down, it's Elliott. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. There's Sam Martin now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down now, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run again here with Robinson. Oh, able to avoid him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. On first down, Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now it's Ryan. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
A long way
way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Ryan. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
So out come the Raiders. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Bengals down by 7. And time, a huge factor. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
After the interception, here's Ryan. It's complete to Robinson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Robinson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, it's Robinson. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, it's Robinson, and he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you